From the 25 on second down, Cousins. Fletcher Cox. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. 80 weapon. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. You run. Shift. Gun. I got motion.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Cousins now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go. Waiting. Check. Watch it before. Tighten up. Pull together.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emerson Griffin on the sack. Taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Wentz now on first down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's coming. We got double up. Great 57. Jim.
Again, it's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw again. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Aguilar. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. This is caught by Jackson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
This is our time. This is our time, guys. This is our time.
Now Wentz again. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 53. Target.
Final play of the half. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
I'm going back to you.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Philadelphia.
Here we go. Waiting. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch slam.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 45 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action now. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a pass hauled in downfield. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 46 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
I'm coming for you.
To the air again, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Man, I got you. Man.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Play action. Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to go down again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On 2nd and 2, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Play fake, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. To throw is Wentz. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Back man. Waiting. You must kill.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late, and his kick is indeed good, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Cook. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.